Could you describe today's mood in a single word? Good. Not great. It was fine. When you think about it, we use maybe 4 or 5 words for how an entire day felt. I ran on one word for years, and that word was annoyed. Everything that wasn't a good day was annoyed. Then I started journaling and learned something. A feeling only gets sorted as far as you're willing to name it. On the days your mind is crowded, you can think about it for hours and still not arrive at why. That isn't because the feeling is too big, and it isn't because you're bad at introspection. It's because it has no name. You can't file something that hasn't got one. A document with no title doesn't fit in any folder, and feelings work exactly the same way. Before it has a name, a feeling is just a lump of something's off. You don't know its size or its shape, so there's nothing to take hold of. That's why it rolls around your head all night. But here's the strange part. The moment you find the name that fits, the moment it lands is, oh, I wasn't angry, I was hurt. The feeling gets a little smaller. What was covering you completely turns into one object you can look at, and that gap is distance between you and the feeling. So, here are 4 ways to find the name. The first is to look under the annoyed. Annoyed is usually the outer packaging. Open it and there's something else inside. Feeling hurt, feeling wronged, anxiety, or simply exhaustion. So once you've written, I'm annoyed, ask one more question. What is this annoyance closest to? Is it hurt that nobody noticed? Is it the sense that you're the only one taking the loss? Is it worry about tomorrow? The word you find one layer down is usually the real name. The second is to look for clues in your body. There are days when no word arrives at all. On those days, skip the feeling and check the body first. Are your shoulders locked up? Is there something heavy in your chest? Do you keep sighing? For me, the heavy chest days usually turned out to be feeling wronged, and the raised shoulders days were closer to tension. Your body sometimes knows before the name does. The third is to write both when it's mixed. Feelings don't arrive one at a time. You're grateful and hurt, relieved and empty. If you can't settle on one, don't settle. Half hurt, half grateful. Write it exactly like that. And strangely, the moment you write down half and half, the vague thing you couldn't pin becomes more precise, not less. The fourth is that a working name counts. Knowing a lot of emotion vocabulary isn't what matters here. If a name isn't in any dictionary, but you recognize it, that's a name. That Sunday evening feeling, that feeling right after hanging up with mom, give it a name like that, and the next time it shows up, you'll recognize it. And recognizing it means it's no longer something happening to you for the first time. So, to pull it together, things stay unsorted not because the feeling is big, but because it has no name. Once it's named, it turns from a lump covering you into something you can look at. Look under the annoyed. If no word comes, start with the body. If it's mixed, write both. And a working name that exists in no dictionary still counts. Tonight, put one name on whatever you're feeling. It doesn't have to be the right one. There's something I want to say honestly though. If sleep won't come or won't stop, if eating has become hard, if basic things like washing or cleaning aren't happening, or if you've had thoughts of hurting yourself, please don't try to solve that by writing. Writing is a tool for sorting your mind. It isn't treatment. That's the point where seeing a professional is the right call. I'm not a mental health professional. I'm just someone who has nowhere to say things. I'm building an anonymous journaling space called Nameless Forest. No comments, no ratings, just a place to write things down. A place to put one name on how today felt. It's a place where how you feel matters more than who you are. I'll be waiting there.